If you're looking for Nintendo Switch indie games that are always going on offer and are absolutely worth the purchase, then I have 10 games for you. Of course, you've probably seen these games already on many other people's lists, but obviously the more people talk about them, obviously that just proves how good they must be. And starting off with Mana Spark. Mana Spark is a twin-stick roguelike dungeon crawler with a decent difficulty, learning curve and pixelated graphics. DLC adds a new character along with the other goodies it usually does, and while the game itself and the DLC is always on the dirt cheap at literally like £1.50 or £2, maybe even less. It's a lot of fun to play, and once you nail the flow of the game, it can be very, very rewarding and a ton of fun. Up next is Celeste. Now Celeste is a flawless side-scrolling adventure which has you scaling a mountain effectively, collecting strawberries and evading all kinds of dangers. You can also interact with many different characters, all with their little personalities, and the difficulty can be scaled to super easy so that you could just never run out of lives, or it can be brutally hard depending on your playstyle. Not gonna lie, towards the end of the game I did put it on to basically super easy so that I could finish it, as I wanted to see the end of the story, and I'm happy to say that once you beat the main story you then unlock even more, which is absolutely awesome. The game has a great little story and a great art style to go along with it. Well worth it. The Messenger is a side-scrolling 8-bit action game which sees you take the role of a ninja entrusted with delivering a scroll. But in order to do so, you must traverse a whole host of hostile lands and battle many enemies and bosses. Bosses even, to use the English word. The gameplay is actually really solid and simple and addictive, and just mooching about, collecting different little gems and upgrading your character and with different abilities and fighting some really awesome bosses. The Messenger really is just a really, really great game, and it's been updated with so much extra content, so the studio has to be commended for that. Littlewood is a charming little town building simulator where, similar to other farming and building games, you can chop wood, mine, fish, grow crops, all the while talking to new people and getting them to join your town, forging relationships and just continuously expanding. It's very addictive, simple and yet so deep. A lot of customization, exploration and a cool in-game card game just like Gwent, which it will just keep you coming back for more. There's always something to upgrade. The borders of your town can be expanded so your town can continuously grow. You can customize where everything is placed, not only just the houses but the water, the fields, the trees, the I don't know what you call them, inclines, rocks even. You have to pick up litter around your town to make it better. You, as the mayor, you can just purchase new upgrades or just be able to benefit from everything your town has to offer. You can even sell items, and that's probably the best way to get money. Littlewood is a phenomenal little game and well worth it. Moonlighter has you raiding randomly generated dungeons, fighting monsters and collecting the stuff that they drop to bring back and sell in your very own shop. Set the prices, fight off the shoplifters, get the blacksmith to create new weapons and armor, and help upgrade the town and your shop. The gameplay in Moonlighter is awesome, the art style is awesome, the gameplay loop is overly addictive, and you'll just continuously want to expand your shop, and like literally you can set any price and the customers will let you know if they're happy or sad. You have to open it, close it, make the money, get all different types of weapons from smaller short swords and shields to great swords to bows and arrows. There's so much to upgrade, your armor to upgrade. There's so much in Moonlighter. I honestly cannot commend it enough. And there's DLC, which is very cheap anyway. So Moonlighter is definitely one for you guys to get involved in. You can pick it up physically on the Switch or digitally. I don't mind which one you grab. Just grab it. It's such a great game, and there's a lot of lore to discover with it, and so much fun to be had. I'm sure most of you have already heard of Hades, and the premise of Hades is simple. You are the son of Hades and you're trying to escape the underworld. It's a roguelike action game with a fantastic art style, fast and addictive gameplay. Just collect cool power-ups from all the different Greek gods, defeat bosses, unlock new weapons and items, and then just die and start from the bottom again to fight your way back to where you died, only to, do it again. But it's so fun, you will not mind. Hades has got, you know, one of the best art styles I've seen in an indie game or any game around, and the voice acting is great. It can be really funny in the writing, and you can also upgrade your home with different abilities. You can check yourself in a mirror to unlock more permanent abilities and skills. Hades is just a really, really great game and well worth picking up. Hollow Knight is a Metroidvania masterpiece with its awesome art style, great gameplay, beautiful music, excellent characters, so much to explore, so much to unlock, so much to do. Every time I play it, I haven't got the faintest idea what's going on or where to go, but that is the aim of the game. There's just so much on offer here that it will just keep you coming back, as it keeps me coming back. Obviously, again, there's also a more complete edition that you can buy with a lot more content in it. But Hollow Knight is just such a great game and really is up there with one of the best Metroidvania games on the market. I've already reviewed Gungeon, so I'm not going to go too in depth, but Enter the Gungeon is just damn amazing. It's a simple roguelike twin-stick shooter with great bosses, great gameplay, awesome weapons, great graphical art style, and just tons to unlock. I mean, what can I say? Enter the Gungeon just delivers. It's just so simplistic, and the fact that it's a different game every single time you play, and all the different weapons that you can use and you can buy, all the different enemies to take on, the different characters to play as, the different characters to unlock, the new dungeons to unlock. It's just such a simple game, yet so damn good. I mean, I'll tag in the my full review for Enter the Gungeon on this video if you want to go and check that out. But seriously, Enter the Gungeon is just great no matter what console you play it on. But the Switch with the portability, this is a game that you just want to keep picking up and playing. Dead Cells is just phenomenal. It's a side-scrolling action roguelike game where you get a whole host of different weapons and abilities, and it controls so damn well. Pull off awesome moves to take down different enemy types and bosses, and with a load of free content updates and a couple of very cheaply priced paid DLC, there is so much content for you to get stuck into. Of course, like with Hades, if you die, you start at the beginning again, but as the game just keeps changing every time you go through it, it's just always fun to play. So with this one, I highly recommend it. Get stuck in, and good luck, you'll need it. And finally, I think a lot of you already knew this was coming, Stardew Valley, the little farming game that could. This game is single-handedly the best farming game ever made. It's simple in design, graphics, execution, yet has so many moving parts. Build up your farm, upgrade your house and barn, and you know, all your tools and etc. Buy animals, plant crops, raise the animals, you know, create bonds with your animals, and after upgrading your tools, be able to tackle, you know, bigger objectives, fight through a cave and a dungeon, give people birthday gifts and forge more relationships, to get married and even have a child. I mean, why not? Go fishing, foraging, take part in annual events and competitions, play arcade games in the tavern, and so much more. I've put nearly 60 hours into it myself personally. However, my girlfriend on the other hand has knocked in over 500 hours and she still hasn't done everything. And with the newly released DLC that came out, this game is just constantly ongoing, always being updated, and well, I mean, let's be honest, 500 hours on a farming game, that is some crazy ass farming, and there's so much to unlock in this game if you're 100% in it. There's so much to do, so much to see. Stardew Valley really is a game that just is so relaxing yet so enticing, if that makes sense. But anyway guys, this was my list. I hope you like it. I hope if I've helped you out with anything or buying any, that's awesome. Please let me know in the comments if you already have any of these games or if you're thinking about picking them up. And yeah, well, please let me know down in the comments any indie games on the Switch that you guys personally love that I didn't mention. I'd love to check them out. But thank you very much for watching the video, and until next time.